When was the last time you watched a movie? Nowadays, people seem to have forgotten about the cinema, but in the 1950s and 60s, over 50% of Americans went to the cinema. It was a leisure time activity. It brought people together. You could go there with your friends, with your family, and discuss about the movie afterwards and enjoy the story unfold frame by frame. However, these days people just want to get a quick dopamine hit. They want to see everything in the first part of a video, preferably shorter than 30 seconds, and to enjoy it on an endless loop of scrolling. You are always ready to scroll away because you are not ready to put in the energy and to inform yourself in depth about a topic. This is not all that beneficial to us. Um, People are forgetting how to analyze. They forget how to appreciate the world in which they live in. We are noticing also a staggering drop of usage in words such as pristine, such as viridian, such as dulcet, and so on. Words that are purely descriptive seem to have fallen out of use. And if they fall into disuse, this says a lot about our society. However, it's not all that bleak. Movies are not dying, they are evolving. Movie directors have started placing the action in the first bit of the movie just to get people hooked and then have the story go on with the action that was placed, as I said in the first part. But it's not all that great. People do not the real cinephiles do not really appreciate that style. But this evolution will lead to a new rebranding of the cinema. But more and more directors have started using this just to get a quick buck and forgot about the art of cinema. But we do have some good examples, such as the movie The Substance that released in 2024, and it starred Demi Moore, the ever called popcorn actress that managed to prove her critics wrong. She was successful, not just a popcorn actress. The movie itself is very relevant till this day because it touches upon topics of beauty standards, the way in which we take for granted our confidence and we base our self-worth on others' opinions instead of ours. And it's a really great movie if you are into analyzing and going into the depths of how society and social media affects our everyday lives. Our attention spans have decreased so much that we cannot read anymore. Uh, Above 50% of Americans have a reading level of a sixth grader, which is quite troublesome because they can get easily manipulated in today's world. But we ought to start a revolution in a way. We need to get back into slow burns. We need to appreciate the slow unfolding of events. We need to appreciate physical format books more. We need to appreciate also other ways of listening to music, for example, like using vinyls, CDs, and um, things of the sort to really get back to the old ways, because having a slow lifestyle nowadays seems to be a way of putting your fist up in defiance and saying, no, I do not want to participate and partake in this celerity characterized world that we definitely live in. We need to start appreciating the moments on their own. We need to start to appreciate the people we have around us and to appreciate art again, because art is seen as useless and not good to make profit, and careers that are in humanities, for example, are quickly disregarded as useless. You're not going to do anything with that degree. But I beg to disagree. After all, we live in a world that wants us to overlook certain aspects. But these overlooked aspects are more often than not the most important.